It's 8 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day.
Check this out. Your internet about to get a little bit slower, and you can blame that huge Heartbleed bug that you've heard so much about. That allows hackers to access personal information even through encrypted networks. And now it would appear nothing online is safe, even if you are on a site that you think is secure. To talk more about it is our tech expert, Tom Jelneck with On Target Web Solutions. Always good to see you. Appreciate it. Okay, everybody has at least seen this.
Yeah.
It's been all over Drudge. I mean, every site at this point, people are talking about it. What is Heartbleed? What is this? How does it work?
So basically, geek speak here, John, this was an exploit or a goof when someone was programming this encryption for websites. So it just allowed like a loophole for hackers to potentially come jack your information.
So this isn't a virus where somebody is planting something on your computer. This is just a hole, and they're able to go in there and find your information.
Right. So many websites that use this encryption are online stores, even when you log into Facebook or Gmail. So anywhere where you see this padlock was a potential target for someone to jack all your information, your credit cards, your passwords, your email address, anything.
So more or less, does it just leave your home computer open, your passwords, everything else, so they can see?
It's not necessarily your home computer. It's wherever you go online to shop.
Gotcha.
When you're shopping for Argyles, for example.
Well, again, they are Argyles. How can you tell if a website is safe, or do you know at this point?
You don't know, and that's the scary thing. So some of the major sites, obviously Amazon, Facebook, the big guys have already applied a patch. So you got to do your homework, I would say, before you jump into a website and start shopping right away.
Now, you told me before we went on the air that of all the times we've talked about viruses, people stealing information, this may be the worst case scenario. Why do you say that?
Well, this is affecting 2/3 of the entire internet. So that means websites running with these security certificates are vulnerable, which disturbs my inner geek beyond belief, John.
So not only home computers, but cell phones, could those also be impacted?
Absolutely. So the Android phones, a particular version of the software from about 2 years ago, is also potentially affected right now as well.
All right. So we talked about the internet getting slower. Why is the overall internet going to get slower because of this, though?
Great question. So what's going to have to happen is all of these providers and all of these people who have security certificates have to apply the patch. So the patch is going to make the process run a lot longer on your computer in order to access the information.
Okay, so it's just having to go out and look for a lot of different info to make sure it's safe.
Exactly.
Okay, you had a lot of geek speak here. You're right.
Sorry.
You went geek on us a little bit there, Tom.
Yes.
So you know. You confused me as well. So how do I know if I'm going on to a site? What do I need to do, I guess, is the bottom line. Is there anything I can do?
Yes and no. So I always tell people, change your password. No matter what, just change your password. You'll feel more secure. You're going to have to. You're going to have to.
Gosh.
So you know what I do? I set a reminder on my calendar about every 2 weeks to remind myself to go in and change them.
You change that off?
I do. I have to.
All right, this coming from a guy who is in the middle of this, so
I have to.
Every 2 weeks you're changing them up.
I am.
I have like 45 passwords. I counted them up one day.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, it's the world we live in now.
Yep, you got to do it, I guess.
Yep.
All right, Tom, always good to see you. Appreciate it, man. All right, good information. Yeah, a little bit too geek. He went geek big time on us today, guys.
Sorry.
It was deep stuff, but I hope you got how important this is. Jamie, we'll send it over to you. Now you can do weather geek on us, okay?
Sounds good. I'll oblige. Let's